We are at 900 East 33rd Street in Baltimore, Maryland, the site of the old Baltimore Memorial Stadium, where for many years the Baltimore Orioles and the Baltimore Colts competed. Today, let's go back to 1971 for the Game 15 of the 1970s tournament, the 1979 Expos at the 1971 Baltimore Orioles. This is also the site of who is in many people's mind the greatest third baseman of all time, Brooks Robinson. The winner of the 1964 American League MVP with a .317 average and 28 home runs. He had a death grip on the Gold Glove Award in the American League for 16 consecutive years. Nobody's done that. And 18 times selected to All-Star teams. Though he was a .267 lifetime hitter, he hit in a clutch when it mattered most. He batted .348 in 5 American League Championship Series. He hit .429 in that spectacular 1970 World Series, which introduced the world to his glove, but also hit .429 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs against the Reds in the '70 World Series. He was a winner when it counted, but also he was a winner at life in general. My favorite Brooks Robinson story, and I've told it before on the channel, but he was flying back from a road trip as an Oriole from Kansas City. Went on the plane, stewardess caught his eye, and he wanted to meet this stewardess, so he kept ordering iced tea from her. I think 4 times he ordered iced tea. Finally, he got the nerve to go up to her and say, if you want to talk to any of these men, you should know that they are all married, and I am the only eligible bachelor on this plane. He invited her to dinner. Her name was Connie, and that's who he married. Let's see if Brooks Robbie comes up big today against the '79 Expos. Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, and we've had our introductions of the players. Pitchers are Bill Lee, grade BZ pitcher for Montreal, and Dave McNally, grade BZ for Baltimore. We're ready to begin. Let's play ball. Here's a pitch to Dave Cash from Dave McNally. We'll read the gray die first. 36 is a 33, popped up to second base, or Y. McNally doesn't have any strikeout modifiers, so we won't worry about those today. But Dave Cash, the Montreal Expos second baseman, pops out to the second baseman, Davey Johnson, for Baltimore, 1 away. Here's Rodney Cool Breeze Scott. 42 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. And that brings us to Hall of Famer Andre Dawson. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher, Elroy Hendricks. The Expos are retired 1, 2, 3 in the first. Go to the bottom of the first, no score. A lot of speed at the top of the Oriole lineup today. Don Buford, Paul Blair, and Frank Robinson, they can all run fast. Didn't steal a lot of bases. Of course, the Orioles are the get them on and hit the 3-run homer type ball club. Here is Don Buford. 1-2 is a ground ball to third base. Larry Parrish has it, throws across the diamond to Tony Perez, and Buford is cut down, 1 down. Paul Blair. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson has it measured and makes the catch, 2 down. Frank Robinson. One thing in baseball I never could do. I could not play the outfield. I had no clue where fly balls were going. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson, 4-3. He has a ground ball to the pitcher, Bill Lee. Throws to first. And like the Expos, the Orioles go down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the second with no score. Tony Perez will lead off the top of the second. He had a good day on game one of the series. 2 for 4, home run. And here's a pitch from McNally to Tony Perez. 25 is an 8 against the beat to fly out to Paul Blair in center field. Very skillful center fielder. He's rated 3 on defense. The Orioles are fielding column 1 on defense. Their totals add up to 42, and Montreal's defense is fielding column 2. The totals add up to 36. Larry Parrish, the third baseman, 24, is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Ellis Valentine, 36, is a pop-up to second base. 3 outs. McNally's retired to first 6 Expos. And we go to the bottom of the second, no score. Brooks Robinson leads off the last of the second. He's followed by Boog Powell and Davey Johnson. Bill Lee, grade B-Z pitcher, pitches to Brooks Robinson. 25 is a fly ball to center field. 1 out. Boog Powell. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a fielding column 2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Rodney Scott is up with it, throws to first. 2 away. And so far, Bill Lee is matching Dave McNally pitch for pitch. Davey Johnson. 42 is a walk. First base runner of the game. Johnson goes to first with 2 outs. Average speed. And for the slow runners, we'll play it slow, unless I say otherwise. But again, Johnson is average speed. So no need to play it safe with him. Here's Mark Belanger. 46 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the top of the third. Scoreboard still clean. Gary Carter will lead off the top of the third. He's followed by Jerry White and then the spaceman Bill Lee. Jerry White had a big day. In game 1, he homered and doubled in that game. Here's the pitch to Gary Carter. 1-6 is going to be an out. A ground ball to Brooks Robbie at third. Goes across the diamond to Boog Powell. 1 out. Jerry White. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson is under it and makes the catch. Here's the spaceman, Bill Lee. 54 is a fly ball to Frank Robinson. It's been 9 up and 9 down for the Expos. Orioles coming to bat, no score. Elrod Hendricks leads off for Baltimore in the bottom of the third. 61 is a ground ball to the shortstop, Rodney Scott. Scoops it up, throws across the diamond to Tony Perez, 1 down. Here's the pitcher, Dave McNally. McNally didn't hit that well, as most pitchers are the case, but he did have 2 home runs in 1971. Here's the pitch to McNally. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That'll stay in the ballpark and be the second out. Don Buford. 53 is a 16 fielding column 2. That's a single for Don Buford to center field, the first base hit of the ball game. Fast runner with 2 outs, Paul Blair. 262 hitter with 10 homers in 71. Here's a pitch to Blair. 22 is going to be a base hit, single to right, and that will send Buford with all of his speed to third. Orioles have runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Frank Robinson. .281 hitter, 28 homers in 1971. Pitch to Frank Robbie. 13 is a 14. That's going to be a walk and load the bases. Clutch situation for Brooks Robinson. A lot of stars in the 71 Orioles, but the Orioles MVP of 1971 was Brooks Robinson was voted as the Orioles MVP, mostly because of his clutch performances. 272, 20 home runs, of course another Gold Glove in 1971. There's the pitch to Brooks Robinson. 62 is a 26. Infield was playing back with 2 outs. That's a ground ball to second base. Dave Cash flips to shortstop Rodney Scott, and that will conclude the threat. The Orioles load the bases but don't score. We go to the top of the 4th. Expos nothing, Orioles nothing. All right, Dave McNally returns to the mound to pitch the 4th inning. He's got Dave Cash, Rodney Scott, and Andre Dawson at the top of the order. McNally is one of 2 Orioles pitchers from Billings, Montana that were loved by the fans. The other one was Jeff Ballard, who pitched 7 or 8 years for the Orioles until his car accident ended his career, but he was from Billings, Montana as well. Here is Dave Cash. 25 is a 10 against a B. That's going to be a single to center field, the first hit for the Expos, and Cash is on first with speed and no outs. Here's Rodney Scott. He's going to swing away. There's a pitch to Rodney Scott. 35 is a 14. That's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. McNally has a Z modifier. 43 is a 29. Ground ball to McNally. He throws to first. Scott's retired. Cash goes to second. 1 away. Andre Dawson. 34 is a fly ball to center field. That's Paul Blair's ground, and he's got it. 2 outs. Tony Perez. 2-4 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Expos nothing, and the Orioles nothing. Boog Powell leads off for the Orioles in the bottom of the 4th. Came up with the Orioles as an outfielder. Moved to first base. 36 is a pop-up to second base. Dave Cash has got it, and there's 1 out. Davey Johnson. One roll for Johnson. That's going to be a 2-base hit, a double for Dave Johnson. He's been on base twice. Scoring position. 1 out for Mark Belanger. 266 hitter in 71. 42 is a base on balls. Free pass to Belanger, puts 2 Orioles on. Elrod Hendricks. .55 is an 8 against a B. That's going to be a ground ball to Larry Parrish at third. Let's move up 90 feet, and that brings us to Dave McNally, the pitcher. He was a 162 hitter in 71. Did have, as I said before, 2 home runs in 71. 35 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bill Lee bears down and doesn't let the pitcher help his own cause. Orioles strand runners at second and third. They stranded the bases loaded in the third. The left on bases are beginning to pile up for Baltimore. Here is the top of the 5th inning. Montreal nothing and Baltimore nothing. Larry Parrish, one of the most productive Expos in 79. He had 307 with 30 homers. He leads off the 5th inning for the Expos. 6-6 rolls a drive. It might be, it could be, it's out of here, and the home run by Larry Parrish puts the Expos on the board, 1-0. And Orioles fans on the edge of their seats, this is a must-win game for Baltimore. Here is L.A. Valentine. Base is clear. 26 is a ground ball to Mark Belanger at shortstop. Throws to Big Pal, 1 out. Gary Carter. There's a 1-1 roll. That's hit column for Carter. And that could be an extra base hit. 45 is a double for the Expos catcher. And Montreal's 2 hits in the inning are doing some damage. Here is Jerry White. The big game 1 for Jerry White. It could be walked intentionally to get to the pitcher, but then Cash hits 321, that would be on the next batter. So they're going to pitch to White. 25 is a 10 against AB. That's going to be a ground ball to Brooks Robbie at third. He's got it. Throws to first. And there's 2 outs. Carter went to third on the play. 2 outs to Bill Lee. '53 is a 21 fielding column 1. Ground ball to Boog Powell, who takes it unassisted. That's the end of the inning, but the Expos go on top, 1-0. Don Buford will lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a pitch from Bill Lee to Don Buford. 15 is going to be a single for Buford. And he can steal second on the first pitch. Carter is 8. In basic Apba, I give the catchers a chance to throw the runners out. 11 through 23. Should he decide to steal, he'll be out. He will decide to steal. There he goes. Here's the throw from Carter. It is a 23. He is out. And Buford is not happy. He's arguing the call. But it was a bang-bang play at second, won by Gary Carter. And Earl Weaver says, as he looks at Don Buford coming off the field, this is why I play for the 3-run homer. Paul Blair. 55 is a 8 against AB. That's a fly out to center. 2 outs, and Frank Robinson. 281 hitter, 28 homers. 3-3 roll, that's a 5. That's going to be a double for Frank Robinson, which would have scored Buford had he not tried to steal second. Brooks Robinson had a chance to bat with the bases loaded earlier. See if he comes through here. Here's a pitch to Brooks Robbie. 25 is an 8 against AB. That's going to be a ground out to Larry Parrish. 5-3. That's the end of the inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Montreal 1, Baltimore nothing. All right, Dave Cash will lead off the top of the 6th for Montreal. 25 is a single for Dave Cash. Line drive over second base. Cash is fast at first base. Rodney Scott. Scott's going to hit and run. 25 is a 10. That's a single through second. And the runner goes to third, and he can steal with one ball and 2 strikes on the next hitter. So Cash at third, Scott's at first. Elrod Hendricks is a 7 on defense. His chances to throw out Scott if he decides to steal are 11 through 16. He's going to try. Here's the throw. 56 rather, he is safe with a stolen base. Second and third, no outs. And McNally and the Orioles are in a heap of trouble. Andre Dawson strolls to the plate. And Dawson looks like he means business. He swings the bat from the right side. McNally works from the stretch. Oriole infield is playing in. Here's the pitch to the Hawk. 35 is a 9 against a B. Fly out to right field. Cash will tag up and score. And Scott tags up and moves to third. A sacrifice fly from Andre Dawson makes it Expos 2 and the Orioles nothing. One out, infield still in. Tony Perez. 56 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Larry Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 2 with a home run. 2 for 6 in the series. Infield's back with 2 outs. 21 is a fly ball to left field, and that's caught by Don Buford. The Expos add 1 in the 6th. It's Montreal 2 and Baltimore nothing. Boog Powell hits first for Baltimore in the bottom of the 6th inning. 56 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bill Lee has held the Orioles to 4 hits and 3 walks so far. No runs. Here is Davey Johnson. 56 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Mark Belanger. Bill Lee has struck out 4 Orioles. Here's the pitch to Belanger. 23 is a ground ball to third base, taken by Larry Parrish to throw across the diamond. 3 outs, and we'll go to the 7th, 2-0 Montreal. Ellis Valentine leads off the 7th. This is not the inning of fatigue for McNally. He's got 30 batters faced on his card, and so far he has only faced 23 batters. So he's got a ways to go. Valentine steps into the box. He had 276 with 21 home runs in 1979. 1-3 is his roll. 40 is a foul ball, strike 1. 65 is a pop-up to the catcher behind home plate. Ellie Hendricks makes the catch. 1 down. Gary Carter. 52 is a 27. Ground ball to third. Brooks Robinson with the play. 2 outs. Here's Jerry White. One, 2 is a ground out to second base. 3 up and 3 down for the Expos in the 7th. They still lead 2-0. Ellie Hendricks leads off for Baltimore. They're down by 2. In the 7th, 9 outs to go. 43 is a ground ball back to Bill Lee. Throws the first. 1 away. All right, Earl Weaver and his Orioles need base runners, so he's going to send up a pinch hitter for Dave McNally in the 7th. So that closes the books on McNally. McNally pitched 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 4 Ks, and no walks. Bobby Grich stands in the box. Here's the pitch from Bill Lee to Bobby Grich. 36 is a base on balls. Free pass to the young Bobby Grich. Fast runner at first. An aggressive base runner. Here is Don Buford. 31 is a single. Buford beats out an infield hit, and he is 3 for 4 on the day, and the Orioles have first and second with nobody out. This is the fatigue inning for Bill Lee. Here's Paul Blair, first and second. 2 marks against Lee. One more bad thing is Gray goes down to a C. "3-5 for Blair. That's a 13. I swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Frank Robinson. The Royals have had the bases loaded. They've had second and third. They've just not been able to get the hit when they needed it. They need one. Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. 23 is a 27. That's going to be a ground ball to Larry Parrish. He goes the shorter way to second base. 3 outs, and the Oriole threat is once again wiped aside. To the top of the 8th, Montreal 2 and Baltimore nothing. Okay, we got some changes at the top of the 8th inning. In the pitch for Baltimore is Grant Jackson. He is a grade C, Y, Z modifiers. Chris Byer is going to hit for Bill Lee. He had 2 marks against his fatigue. So Expos are going to move for change themselves. Chris Byer steps into the box, top of the 8th inning. They're up by 2. 42 is a 39. Strike 1. 16 is a ground ball to Brooks Robinson for the first out in the 8th. 5-3. Dave Cash. 64 is a ball. 3-3 is a hit column roll for Dave Cash. 23 is a double for Dave Cash. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and both teams' leadoff hitters have hit safely 3 times apiece. One out, Cash at second. Here is Rodney Scott. 64 is a swing and miss for strike 3. Andre Dawson. 0 for 2 has a sacrifice fly. 64 is a strikeout. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Montreal 2, Baltimore nothing. New pitcher for Montreal is Woody Fryman. He's a grade B pitcher, YZ modifiers. We'll see what kind of relief he can cook up for the Expos. Brooks Robinson steps into the box for Baltimore, down by 2 runs. 22 for Brooks Robinson is a base hit. Slow runner at first. His run's not the important run, though. Boog Powell, potential tying run, comes to bat. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. 1-1 roll. That's a 5. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. Ellis Valentine looks up, and it is out of here. A game-time 2-run home run by Boog Powell. And new life in the Orioles to stay in this tournament. 2-2. Davey Johnson. 3-6 is a pop-up to second base or Y. Woody Fryman has a Y. He comes back with a strikeout. And Davey Johnson has struck out twice today. Here is Mark Belanger. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine will have room for this one. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Elrod Hendricks. 47 or 42. There's no sevens on these 6-sided dice. 42 is a 22. A ground ball to first base. Goes to the pitcher covering. 3 outs. But the Orioles tie the game on the 2-run home run for Boog Powell. We go to the top of the 9th. 2-2 tie. New pitcher for the Orioles to pitch the 9th is Eddie Watt. He is a grade B YZ pitcher. And he'll have Tony Perez, Larry Parrish, and Ellis Valentine. Here's a pitch to Tony Perez. 35 is a base on balls to Perez. Slow runner at first. Larry Parrish comes to bat. 26 is a swing and miss, strike 3. 1 out. Expos are playing it safe with the runner at first. Alice Valentine, 26, is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. Belanger to Johnson to Powell. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Montreal 2, Baltimore 2. Merv Rettenman will pitch it for Baltimore. And on the pitch for Montreal is Elias Sosa, grade A pitcher, YZ modifier. Here's a pitch to Merv Rettenman. 61 is a 40, foul ball, strike 1. 52 is a ground ball to second base. Dave Cash has it, throws to first. That retires Merv Rettenman. Now Don Buford. Buford is 3 for 4. He was caught stealing back in the 5th inning. That had a profound effect on the game. But he was 3 for 4. Here's the pitch to Buford. 1-2 is a ground ball to Larry Parrish at third. Second out. Paul Blair. '16 is a ground ball to shortstop Rodney Scott. Throws to first. And we got free baseball at Memorial Park. We go to the top of the 10th inning. Montreal 2 and Baltimore 2. Apparently we have 2 evenly matched ball clubs in this series. This is the second game of the series. Both games have gone extra innings. It took 12 innings to settle the issue in the first game. Top of the 10th, we've got Gary Carter and Jerry White, and possibly a pitch hitter or the pitcher batting third. And they'll be facing Tom Dukes, new pitcher for the Orioles. He's a grade C pitcher, X and Z modifier. Dukes was 1-5 with a 3.52 ERA for Baltimore in 1971. All right, here's the first pitch to Gary Carter. 1-1 roll, that's a drive. 36 is a double for Gary Carter. Leadoff 2-bagger. Average speed at second. Here is Jerry White. All right, should I bunt the runner to the third or give White a chance to be the hero here? Definitely have a pitch hitter probably coming up after that. Timeout. Jerry White is going to square around and try to get the runner to the third. 46 is a strike 1. Still squaring around. 2-3. 28. That's going to be a bunt. He gets it down successfully. It's picked up by the pitcher, who throws to the second baseman covering. Carter goes to third. 1-4, sacrifice. Play made by Dukes and Davey Johnson. 1 out. Go ahead, runs it 90 feet away. Pitch hitter is Tommy Hutton. Infield's playing in for Baltimore. Pitch to Tommy Hutton. 2-2 is a 7. That's going to be a single to left field, and that scores the run. Hutton with a pitch hit single. 3-2 Montreal. Here's Sammy Sosa. 2-3, swing and a miss, strike 3. Not Elias Sosa, he was pitch hit for, excuse me. 1, 2, 3 for Dave Cash is a 28, and that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Runner goes to second. 2 outs. Rodney Coolbrace Scott will try to add to the lead. 291 hitter in. Oh no, I take that back. Scott was a 238 hitter in 1979. '13 is a base on balls to Scott. Now he's got to pitch to Dawson with 2 on. Not going well for Mr. Dukes. Timeout. Earl Weaver goes out and he's going to bring in a new pitcher. That is Dick Hall. He's a grade D pitcher, YZZ modifier. He'll be pitching to Andre Dawson. He'll be grade C pitching to Andre Dawson. And what Earl Weaver's definitely doesn't want to see is another walk. So he brings in a ZZ pitcher. Here's the pitch to Andre Dawson. 51 is a 10 against a D that's going to be, or C rather, it's going to be an infield single, filling the bases for the Hawk, Andre Dawson. Tony Perez could really blow a hole in this game. He's got Dawson at first, Rodney Scott at second. The pitcher, Tommy Hutton, at third. Pitch to Tony Perez. 23 is a 28. Ground ball to Mark Belanger. He's got sure hands. He picks it up, throws the first. 6-3, that ends the inning. But Montreal takes a 1-run lead. Expos 3, Orioles 2. All right, I apologize for having the camera out of focus. Unless you're an Orioles fan, you might have wanted the camera out of focus in that sequence of events. New pitcher for Montreal is Dan Schatzeder, left-handed pitcher. He's a grade C Y modifier. He's going to have to protect a 1-run lead. Frank Robinson will be hitting. It's the middle of the Orioles order. Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, and Boog Powell. Frank Robbie is 1 for 3 with a double in the game. Here's the pitch. 6-3 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Jerry White. 1 out, 2 outs to go for Montreal to eliminate the 71 Orioles. But Brooks Robinson says not so fast. Here's the pitch to Brooks Robbie. 4-5 is a base on balls. Robinson takes first. All right, Earl Weaver is going to send out Jerry Devannon to pinch run for Brooks Robinson. He is a rated fast runner. So Devannon on first. Boog Powell's at the plate. 1 down. Here's a pitch from Schatzeder. 31 is another walk. Orioles have first and second with 1 down. Speed at second. They'll play it safe with Boog Powell at first. He is a potential go-ahead run. I take that back. I think we will not play it safe with Boog Powell at first. Not playing it safe. Dave Johnson steps into the box. Here's the pitch from Schatzeder. 14 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Jerry White. Schatzeder and the Expos are now 1 out away. Here's Mark Belanger. Not the strongest Orioles hitter. He had 266 though in 71. 0 for 3 today. He is 2 for 5 yesterday, so 2 for 8 in the tournament. A little under his 266 average. He's overdue. Here's the pitch to timeout. Let me think about this. Andy Etchebarren on the bets, betting average is a few points higher, 4 points higher. But we'll stay with Belanger. Here's the pitch to Mark Belanger. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine's under it and makes the catch. And that is the ball game. Final score, Montreal Expos 3, Baltimore Orioles 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Well, these two ball clubs fought it out tooth and nail both games. Expos came out on top. The Expos got 3 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Baltimore got 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors. I believe Dan Schatzeder would be the winning pitcher, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. He came on to pitch the bottom of the 10th inning. Expos scored the go-ahead run in the top of the 10th. Sosa pitched the 9th. But let me know. I think Schatzeder is the winning pitcher. Losing pitcher is Tom Dukes. Both starters pitched well. Bill Lee went 7 innings, gave up no earned runs, and Dave McNally pitched 7 and gave up 2 earned runs. Home runs in the game by the Orioles, Boog Powell, 2-run homer in the 8th, which sent us to extra innings, and then a solo shot by Larry Parrish for the Expos in the 5th inning. Today's star of the game is Gary Carter. Today's star of the game. He went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and a run scored. Gary Carter, the star of today's game. Thought I had a 1979 baseball card of Gary Carter, but apparently not, that I see. So once again, the Expos eliminate from the 1970s Best of 3 tournament. The 71 Oriole fans out there, there is another channel that's got a Oriole series going on currently. That's Sportsman Z. Check his channel out, and you can see the 68 Orioles playing the 91 Yankees. Are in a 3-game series on the Sportsman Z. That's the SMZ channel. Thanks for watching my game, and we'll start up with round 2 tomorrow. And the first series in round 2 will be the 1975 Cincinnati Reds and the 1979 Pittsburgh Pirates. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.